So let's move on to the song they listen to. They sing actually. They talk about all sorts. So the case study, the average teenager from a Christian home of age, let's say 13 or 14, with the smartphone, with Whiskey and David Doe and Burna Boy, he, he scrolls through their timeline, feed on the feeds, 4 hours every day. What do you think will be the outcome of that boy and that individual? Trust me, three things are involved. It's either that guy starts smoking if he gets the opportunity to smoke, or it's either he starts masturbating, because those songs are sexual songs. They basically talk about sex. What is the product of an average Whiskey fan and Davido? Have you ever thought about it? Look at the average fan. Look at yourself. Fine. I'm not bashing any celebrity here. I'm just, you know, making everyone, or I'm just letting everyone know about my observation in this world. You scroll through Facebook and you get to see young girls as a young teenager. As a teenager, you get to see young girls dancing, shaking their, I would say, backside and fun. You would get aroused. Your mindset will be programmed. You scroll through Facebook or Instagram on all those things, and you become so stressed mentally. It's either you're anxious that let's move on to let's examine another case study. Let's see the average. Okay, the previous case study is actually a teenager. Let's move on to the average adult. The average adult, let's say 28, 29. Still, let's maintain the uh, influencers case study. That's the Whiskey and David Doe and Burna Boy. What do they display? They display wealth. They display their chains, their newly acquired cars, the stuff. So um, the average youth now is really, 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 really crazy about quick money, and the average youth wants to make money fast. Where do you think that ideology originated from? Let me tell you, the worst form of hypnotization is subconscious hypnotization. When you are being hypnotized subconsciously, and how are you being hypnotized subconsciously? The thing you do daily, that thing you do daily is what hypnotizes you. And at the end of the day, an average adult probably is still struggling or trying to make ends meet, and you have these people on your timeline and you spend time. I, I, I don't even want to advance to TikTok. TikTok is another story entirely. Let's the normal, the usual social media, the Instagram and Facebook. The average adult spends time on this device, scrolling through all these feeds, seeing Davido brag about his newly bought acquired 1.2 billion or whatever. And if you ask the average adult, are you being influenced by this guy? The person will definitely deny. Bagbe, you are a product. Let me tell you, your anxiety has been raised. You want to get money quick. That is why we have a lot of fraudsters. That's why we have a lot of youths into fraud. Because they made you believe that you can actually get huge sum of money. They don't like they no delay gratification anymore. Instant gratification. You want it now. And that's not what God wants. I'm sorry about the knockout in the background. So sorry. So you have to be You have to reshape your mind. You have to be very mindful of the society. You have to be very mindful of the society. You have to be very mindful of what you consume. You don't only consume food. You consume whatever thing you spend your time on. They say the eyes are the windows to the mind. Whatever thing you set your eyes on, you consume. So that's why you have some, I would say, some habits, or you manage to develop some habits, and you can't really say when you started or what made you start this habit, and you can't stop it. These are the major reasons why you can't stop this habit, and you developed such habits. So in all honesty, it's not in all honesty, this year, the next year, 2025, should be a year of, you have to be real with yourself. You really have to be real with yourself. You really have to check what you feel on your social media. Please, I will talk about something I did that helped me, because I was a victim of the society. But I did something that really helped me in the long run, and I'm not regretting. I actually deleted most of my social media app from my phone. I did that August this year, 2024, and I can tell you the growth I've had so far, it's far, far more when compared with the growth of for the past 3 years. I actually really did grow uh, from August down to now. My growth is, you can't compare with previous years that I was being hypnotized by this social media thing, and time wasting, and anxiety generating, depression generating devices or means. You are depressed. You've never thought of the source of your depression. You are anxious. You've never ever thought, what's making me this anxious? These are the things that are making you anxious. You sit down and see Davido, you want to be like Davido or Whiskey. Everybody has their time. So I end this video by asking you, what is influencing you? Why are you this way? The answer lies within you. Look deep. Your everyday activity. Who do you hang out with? What do you listen to? The music, the song, the videos, the apps, the social media apps. What do you see? Do you see every time? Are you exposed to pornographic content or all sorts of negative stuff? Are you always complaining about Nigeria? Are you no? Just have to. Thank you so much.